You may have heard the rumour. Inside every chip factory, there is water so pure that drinking it would strip the minerals right out of your body. That part is a myth, and we will get to it. But the true story is stranger. This is the purest liquid humans know how to make. A solvent so aggressive that steel pipes dissolve into it. Every chip you own was bathed in it, over and over from the first layer to the last. And the factories that print your phone drink millions of gallons of it every single day. This is part 4, the water. Here is the thing nobody tells you about making a chip. Between almost every step, every layer printed, every pattern etched, the wafer gets a bath. 30 to 40% of all the steps in a modern fab involve some kind of cleaning. Print, rinse, etch, rinse, coat, rinse. By volume, water is the single biggest chemical a chip factory consumes. Bigger than any acid, any gas, anything. Add it all up and one wafer, one single dinner plate of silicon, goes through about 2,200 gallons of water in its lifetime. Most of it ultra-pure. Because the wafer does not just need to be washed, it needs to be washed with something cleaner than anything else in your world. And that is a real problem, because normal water is filthy. Water is the universal solvent. Leave it alone with anything, rock, air, metal, you, and it starts dissolving it. Which means every drop of tap water is a soup. Minerals, salts, gases, organics. Fine for you. Death for a chip. Remember the rule from the room. One speck bridging 2 nanometer wires, and the chip is garbage. So how do you even measure clean at this level? Electricity. Pure water barely conducts it. It is the dissolved ions that carry the current. The purer the water, the higher its resistance. And physics puts a hard ceiling on it. 18.18 megom centimeters. Perfectly pure water. You cannot go higher. Semiconductor water lives pinned against that ceiling. How sensitive is this instrument? Dissolve 1/10 of 1 part per billion of table salt. And the number drops. 1818 becomes 1811. As for what is allowed to stay in, certain ions only in the parts per trillion. One tech writer worked out the odds. You are more likely to win a national lottery jackpot than to find a single stray sodium ion in this water. So the fab builds its own water factory. City water comes in and runs a gauntlet. Coagulation, filtration, activated carbon, reverse osmosis, usually twice. Ion exchange, ultraviolet light, degassing, ultrafiltration. 3 broad stages, more than a dozen separate steps. Some of them looped, over and over. It takes about 1,600 gallons of city water to make 1,000 gallons of the pure stuff. And here is the detail that tells you everything about this liquid. Once it is clean, it cannot touch metal. Steel pipes would leach ions straight back into it, poisoning it on its way to the wafer. So, since the 1980s, fabs have moved this water through plastic. High-performance polymer pipes, end to end. Water so clean, it would unclean itself on contact with steel. And even then, the fab never fully trusts it. The pipes are studded with sensors, reading the water's resistance in real time. Because at this level of clean, some contamination is literally too small for any instrument to catch. Engineers call it the metrology gap. The water is now cleaner than our ability to measure it. Now zoom out. A leading-edge fab goes through 2 to 4 million gallons of water every single day. That is the thirst of a small city in one building. Which brings back that rumour. Could you drink it? The internet says ultra-pure water would pull the minerals right out of your body. Science says, mostly folklore, Your electrolytes come from food, not from water. A sip of the purest water on Earth would taste flat, a little strange, and do basically nothing to you. No. The real reason nobody drinks it is much simpler. It costs a fortune to make, and every precious drop is earmarked for a wafer. Nobody pours champagne down the drain. In a chip factory, the water is the champagne. But what happens when the water itself starts running out? 2021. The island home to the biggest chip factories on Earth was hit by its worst drought in decades. Reservoirs fell to critical levels, and the industry's answer was engineering, rainwater capture, wastewater reclamation. And when all else failed, convoys of trucks hauling water to the fabs day after day to keep the lines running. Because remember, from the room, the fab never stops. Out of that scare came one of the most quietly impressive numbers in this whole series. Today, the leading chip makers recycle well over 85% of the water they use, and the newest fabs are pushing past 90. The same drop, purified, used, reclaimed, purified again, around and around and around, one of the thirstiest industries on Earth, teaching itself to drink almost nothing new. So step back and look at what the water actually does here. A grey rock became pure silicon. A room was built where dust cannot live. Light printed a mind onto sand. And in between every one of those steps, water. Washing, rinsing, carrying away every last trace of the world, so the circuits stay perfect. The cleanest liquid humans have ever made, thousands of gallons of it, spent on every single wafer of chips. And after all of that, the wafer is finished. Perfect, complete. So what happens next might sound like vandalism. We take the most precisely made object on Earth and slice it into hundreds of pieces. Next time, part 5, the cut. Subscribe so you don't miss it.